After a aggressive journey through the sluice, you find yourself tempted once more into the Foetor. You hadn't intended to come back here. There's little left here that you desire. But the temptation of many field hospitals was too great to ignore. So you press on. Hey, what's up, everyone? It's Loki Orn, and we're back at it. Taken understaffed into the Foetor for the second time after the sluice. Just couldn't say no to an absolute, load of field hospitals. There's one.
And abhorrent.
There's a creature den. There's two. There's the Chirurgeon's table. All right. Thought experiment isn't super exciting. See where the party wants to go. So we get one here, but I kind of want to hit one early too, if possible. Maybe we go to the academic study first.
At the mercy of the road and its myriad dangers.
Ooh. Big boys here. Jeez, Ghoul plus Woodsman, both of them ordained. That is certainly a flex, a dangerous team. Alrighty. But we'll let Miles just start doing his job here. And I guess we're gonna just beat down the Woodsman because he's already basically dead. Yep, we knew the Howl was coming. There's not a lot we were gonna be able to do to prevent that.
A simple kindness.
So that's 3, so now we'll look to start bellowing.
The enemy weakens and wanes.
It's twice now that Jasper's been stunned. Sorry, Knight. Jasper not getting to do a whole heck of a lot right now. Ah, Ranshiki, you're supposed to dodge there. You're supposed to get out of the way, my dude.
The fiend's strength.
Lost
dwindles.
space to get into stealth is not terrible. Back 2 and healing 2 stress is pretty good. Whoa. Okay, that was a journey we just went on. We are successfully able to end the fight, so it's not a big deal.
The unrelenting application of violence.
And there we go.
yields
Mastery point's a good pickup because this formation doesn't feel super hungry for mastery points, but I want to try a bunch of these different. Like I need some mastery points just to make sure I've got all the skills I want to play with upgraded. Now I do think we probably hit this field hospital then. So a trinket or a quirk. Your quirks are. Well, I don't want to lose Chthonian hate. Well, Chthonian hater actually doesn't super matter. So we could quirk or we could get a trinket. Doesn't really matter. Sure. Anatomical map. Apply on hit, negative token, or a positive token. Well, that certainly seems a little bit more interesting than stirring snuff. Keep the rest of this. We are going to head to the field hospital. 55 relics, and we have at least two... we have at least 2 traits I need to get rid of. With courageous abandon. Miles swings it out there. Yeah, it's gonna be interesting on boss fights because it's pretty easy to get up to the 5 stacks of courageous abandon. So it's just gonna be a matter of like, can we keep Bellow up to keep the man-at-arms from just getting walloped?
Compassion, quiet.
Get a nice big heal there. Get some stress healing done too. And we'll just move back. What are we up to? 6 damage. Okay, yeah, we're up to 3 now.
Malaise, measured and steady.
We'll protect up. We'll protect Miles for the moment since we're out of
This
position to do a
wound
ton of
at
healing.
least has been tended to.
Fine by us. There we go, Ranshiki. Actually, it's probably the one time I didn't want you to dodge, which is funny, because you getting hit would just mean we heal it back, probably. But that being said, I think we get there anyway. Here we go. Nice work, team.
The past is gone. Let it die.
Alright, field hospital.
Joints ache and muscles burn.
Alright, first of
The
all,
body requires attention.
nightshade concoctions are tempting. Restorative herbs. That is 24. If we can finish out with 24 and get a bunch of healing salves just to have, that's pretty tempting. Alright, fragile. Get the hell out of my wagon.
Need not be defined by our shortcomings.
Curmudgeon is very annoying, but I don't think it's as annoying as Lost in Space.
Even the worst habits can be overcome.
There we go. That's what we wanted to see. That was a good field hospital.
Our once familiar kingdom. A stranger
Now I'm
to
wondering if
itself.
we do go to the lair. Because the lair represents 16 baubles and trinkets at a minimum. Because we'll just do both fights and then leave. Because it's... I don't think it's likely that there's anything...
Giving into madness is easier than holding out against it.
I mean,
They are heroes.
I hate that the party hated that, but yeah, Amorous, that love book's worth
The
having.
loathing festers.
Everyone wants to go to the creature den. All right. We're not running. Ranshiki, do we need to have a talk? Like, do we need to have a talk about you wanting to run away from battle? That's really not what I'm looking for from a squad mate here. Miles gets it. Miles just stands up there and hits people. Jasper's got rabies. That's not good. Perfect. Get one of them down at least. Miles just keeps smacking. It's what we pay him for. Ooh, that's not good. That was suboptimal. All right. That's 3. Because what we're gonna do is we're gonna kind of set up the bellow train for the next cycle here.
The enemy weakens and wanes.
So there we go. That's maximum. That's maximum buffs. All right, that was about as good as that could have gone. All right, so it's all dudes all the time.
This road cannot be
But now we get to
walked
Deathless up to more or less full. And start spreading the love. We'll focus the little guys down first, just so I don't have to think about them. Dead. Wonderful. Perfect. They went in the right order for us, which is nice.
The smallest variable can make all the difference.
Kind of wish I had Fester equipped right now, but sadly not.
Sweat-soaked brows, unsteady stances. Exhaustion takes hold.
Hold fast,
Ow.
for who knows what lurks in the beyond.
Now I think we absolution. Oh, perfect. Somehow we've gotten good initiative rolls.
Subtraction, an invariable result.
Because I'll just try to blow this corpse up if I can. Off by 1. That's unfortunate. Let's get rid of you. Yeah, he eats it. Alright, fine. No, we tried. Got it down to just 1, though, which is pretty good.
Fatigue.
Oh, hush. We're not fatigued. It is, however, time to rebellow.
The fiend's strength dwindles. Well done.
Well, normally it'd be time to rebellow, but we're just ending the fight, so it doesn't matter. We'll fish for a relationship point. Don't get it. That's okay, though.
In this weighty gloom, a spark.
That's nice. Peculiar secretion's great because that just means we don't have to remove that rabies. We can ignore it. Ooh.
The loathing festers.
I tell you, this is a tough one.
They thrill to the succulent flavor that grows up from some nightmare pit far beneath the earth.
We're gonna pop the bone saw out for one turn here.
The landowner's manor. Do you hear the child's cries?
Can we get both of them? We can get close. So we need 3 more on you. Yeah, we can only get one of them. Yeah, I don't know. This is a very tricky situation. We'll bellow early here.
Malaise, measured and steady.
The rest of you ticking down. There we go.
Another impediment, cleared with impunity. The slow suffering begins.
We're gonna get extra greedy here. And do this. Oh, darn. Doesn't work out. If the Abomination had rolled higher on his initiative, we'd have been able to remove that. All right, we're definitely pushing for this one. We don't have to face the Harvest Child again. We don't have to. But I'm slowly talking myself into doing it.
A promising development. A breakthrough.
There we go. I'm glad I didn't target the weaker guy there. That'd have been a waste of a crit.
The fiend's strength dwindles. Anxiety foments insidious
Nice
fears.
disease resist at least. Alright, there we go. Anatomical map, not really doing much here. Main shore.
This wound, at least, has been tended to.
Fight's over, so now it's just, do we get anything for free? Sadly not. Alright, what are we playing for? Oh. Kitchen knives. That's like the one trinket I want. Yeah, alright. This is not a good idea. I don't think I need to do this. But kitchen knives is just, that is the last,
Pity those with a place
that is
at
the last
table.
trinket I really want. Courageous Abandon does nothing this turn, so we'll just bellow. Alright, they both fail. Classic.
Malaise, measured and steady.
Actually get to do something, you know, somewhat clever there. Moving the man-at-arms into that position so that when he goes, which he goes first, he can lock himself in and hold the party back. Oh, hush. Renshiki, I need you to not complain about that one, bud. I'm gonna get rid of that one.
Bravo!
We'll take some opportunity to deal some big damage here.
The slow suffering begins.
Yeah, weak Maws of Life doesn't impress me very much. Jasper at least is dodging Knight. Well done. Jasper's doing his job. I think I have to heal the Plague Doctor. I need to be cautious, because if she, like, it would really suck to lose the run to
Measure
just
out your
like
violence
stupidity,
and apply it
basically.
judiciously.
I wish I could stress heal Miles right now, but I can't. I can't afford to. I need to be dealing the damage out. Now the fight's over though, so
Incremental, but deadly all the same.
there we go. Fight's over, so now it's just how much stress healing can we get done. Sadly, not a lot, but we'll do what we can. Let's just end the fight before it gets worse. There we go. That was a much easier Harvest Child.
Greater threats await those who dare.
Because we have Rancid Crop. We have Rancid Feast, right? Yeah, we're not going to use Bumper Crop. Not going to use Crow's Nest. Hag's Horde we just don't need. We're already like maxed out on that. Ghastly Rule and Galvanizing Goblet are really good. Weapon, Noxious. So this actually goes on Pig Sticker. Yeah, this goes on Pigs. This replaces Pig Sticker, because he's almost always going to be hitting stuff that's blighted, and he's going to do an absolute enormous chunk of damage with that. Which I think means Pig Sticker's out at this point. Alright, and... oh, wait, Ranshiki, yeah, you can have your Bone Saw back. And into a field hospital.
The loathing whispers.
Alright, field hospital. So we don't have to remove diseases. We do have the money to get Compress Kit now, which is kind of tempting. But we could also just get another chunk of healing salves and just not have to think about them. Let's spend the money where it needs to be spent, which is those are fine. That's fine. Let's get rid of Curmudgeon, because that one's actually pretty annoying. Is Compress Kit better than... is it Z? Yeah. Compress Kit's better than Kyurgen's Directory for us at this point. So yeah, we'll take that.
The odds of illness are high.
And we'll buy up the rest of those healing salves, just so we have all the gas in the world. So everyone wants to go into the unknown. Nobody wants to face the Kyurgen again. I disagree pretty strongly with that. Yeah.
Ruts in the roadway. There is a barricade ahead.
Sorry, party, but given the way we just walked all over the Harvest Child, I think the Kyurgen is worth another consideration here. Ooh, that vulnerable. It's a pity we're not, like, at full stacks already, because this is going to be gross. Okay, 9 damage. Not that impressive, but we had a decent crit chance there. Oh, off by 1. That's real shit. Do need to do some stress healing here. And you're just dead, so we do that. You're just dead as well. Once again, Paracelsus just finds herself healing herself. That's kind of funny. Reorient the stress. You know, unfortunately, he's probably eating. Yeah, he's eating one of the corpses. Not really a way we could have stopped that. But can at least try to prevent the bilious mortar from hitting. Damn. We tried. There's anatomical map coming in like, hey, I can help.
Lenity, grace, small acts that drive back the darkness.
Get rid of the other corpse just so we don't have to keep dealing with that. We're gonna let Ranshiki do his job here of managing the party's stress a little bit. It's not really something Ranshiki is great at, but he does do it, which is more than can be said for some of our party members. There we go.
Sweet reprieve. Until the next test is put before you.
I'm very happy with the way this zone's gone. Picking up a total of 8 healing salves just kind of guarantees that we're heading into the we're gonna head into the ambition fight with plenty of recovery in the tank here. We're gonna focus fire down this ghoul a little bit, I think. Because while the patients do hit quite hard, the worries, you say, that sucks. While the patients do hit kind of hard, they're not nearly as bad to deal with. Excuse me. Jeez. Allergies acting up. I need to go see the doctor. Oh wait, I'm at the Kyurgen's table. I don't know that I want his kind of medicine, though. He seems to like surgery as the answer to everything. Hemorrhagic fever. Jeez, bro. We'll take the opportunity to absolution away some of the pain here. Man, these guys hit hard.
The smallest variable can make all the difference.
But that should do it.
One less obstacle in our path.
Just gonna kind of waste a turn or two here. So what is he at? He's at 6, so we'll bellow, which gets us up to the max. It does mean we have to wait 1 turn, but like at least now the next time we bellow, we start ignoring things. Nah, we'll save it. Thought about smoke bombing here just to like reduce that damage output, but I don't think it's necessary. Oh, and good old bro Kyurgen's just gonna start purging off our tokens here.
Measure out your violence and apply it judiciously.
I think we want to stay still here. Oh, that's perfect. Yeah, that's fine. We don't care about that.
Who knows what lurks in the beyond?
We just basically 100 to 0'd that thing. Do want to acid rain first
Agony.
and make sure that this
Accumulation.
guy's dead so he doesn't get to do his thing. There we go, back up to full.
A steady subtraction, an invariable result.
And bloodletting for an enormous amount of stress. Holy.
Bravo!
Now, unfortunately, Miles is going to melt down here.
The fiend's strength dwindles.
2 meltdowns for Miles. Meltdown Miles right here. Jeez.
Fight through the fatigue.
I mean, some of that's on me, but it's still like
Malaise. Measured.
a lot
and
of
steady.
lot of pain and suffering happening there. I think I could have prevented that, but it would have required like not healing the probably would have required not healing the flagellant, which seems wrong.
Excellent work.
Just get rid of that guy so he doesn't hurt me.
The slow suffering
Oh,
begins.
please let Miles be up. Yeah. All right, Miles. Well done, despite the meltdown.
The Wainwright awaits. Eager
Leeches
to ply
useless.
his
Appalling
trade.
apron. I did want the medical equipment. We'll carry it all, but I don't think any of it's getting used.
The loathing abates.
Space's Strongbox is one of those items that, like, I like it. It's a great item to get. I love the
Worst
reward you
kind
get out of it.
parasite.
But the problem with it, unfortunately, is it just doesn't, like, you just spend all your money. Like, you just
Measure out
spend your
your
money and you're fine.
violence. And apply it judiciously.
Before we do anything else, let's just patch Miles back up.
Incremental, but deadly all the same.
Set up for a big absolution here. Right on cue. Glad we're getting all these fights, though, because we are very low on food, which is a little concerning. We'll just move. Bellow because we can.
The enemy weakens and wanes.
This wound, at least, has been tended to.
And now we get to spend the whole turn not doing anything,
The slow
basically.
suffering begins.
Because the party's all just kind of vibing. Like, are they both dead? No, it's off by 1 here. Sure, let's do that to make sure they're both gone.
A deliberate and methodical appliance of harm.
There we go. Another,
Threats await those who dare.
Dead Ringer's not doing anything for me. Okay, nice. We're going to finish out with 0 loathing, which is pretty sweet, too. How are we doing for money? We are broke. That is a problem. Because we only got the 1 apples and cheese, so we're going to have to potentially go through a zone
Corpulent
without...
slaves to their hunger.
minus 6 candles for... Yeah, okay. Free stress heal. That's worth 6 candles to me. Oh no, everyone heals stress. Even better. Yeah, if everyone... Yeah, if it had said everyone heals stress, I'd have taken that, no questions asked.
The fiend's strength dwindles.
Okay. That's an interesting positioning we've gotten ourselves into.
Measure out your violence and apply it judiciously.
Steady yourself.
Malaise. Measured and steady.
But I guess we'll immediately build up all that stress and then try to get rid of it again. Reset our formation.
Agony by accumulation.
That should be you dead. Perfect. 8. Yeah, not enough. There we go. Man, Scourge Flagellant is still just my straight up favorite path for him. And I will admit that's probably because it's a bit of the easy mode, because it just like he just straight up does not care about what's going on. You have so much healing output, and you just don't mind. You're just not stressed. Nice. Okay, it's both of those guys down. That's everybody down, actually.
The smallest variable can make all the difference.
We'll fish for a point. Didn't get it. That's okay.
Cut down these nightmares and blaze the trail to your
Brilliant brew, you say? All right, now we gotta pause. Ghastly Gruel and Galvanizing Goblet are both, I think, are just too good. But this actually, that would free up his slots. We go like that, maybe? Deals more bleed duration. Which means that then he can be holding, you know, literally anything else. Kind of like that. We'll keep Skullcap and Death's Head around. I don't think there's a world where Appalling Apron's getting used. We'll keep carrying it, though. Just making some quick room in our wagon. So, going to the Foetor twice has been pretty good for this team, because we do have, you know, all the Blight-centric characters, so it's just a lot of really good options.
A brilliant conclusion. Stupendous.
Let's get the old, get the Widow round one. Missed it by one. Alright, getting hit for 17 wasn't really on my list of things I wanted to have happen.
Incremental, but deadly all the same.
But I can work with this.
The enemy weakens and wanes.
Free absolution for our trouble. Gone. Gone. Up, but, you know, down to half HP already. Why is his speed so high? Does he have, where's he have that 3 base speed from? Is that just, oh, holy beads. That makes sense. Renshiki. I mean, it's okay when you don't dodge, because you get to Deathless here, so it's actually probably fine. Icker. Bellow for the kicks. It does cost me a stress, but that's not a big deal. Because he's just dead, so we want to do... There we go. Nice to land a full heal before going into the cultist fight. $23. Okay, so we are going to have enough to at least buy up some food. What are we up to? We're up to 8 packets of salt? What is that? That's an extra, 8 packs, so it's times 4, so an extra 20% healing. On our skills. That is gross. It's the Cardinal. Actually think we Icker. Ah, darn. The altar of ambition. What will you sacrifice on the altar of ambition? What is your crit chance just normally? 15% plus another 15 from there. 30% crit chance. I gotta find a way to get you more crit chance, Miles. There we go. That's what we wanted to see.
Lethality writ large.
Oh god. And once again, we're just picking up this enormous amount of stress out of, like, left field, basically.
A small foundation of trust.
Thankfully, we still have Hold the Line set up, so we at least have, like, a degree of
Steady subtraction.
activity here.
An invariable result.
Alright, we've officially overwhelmed the healing, so we just need to knock her to death's door. 50-50. Now! We tried.
The enemy weakens and wanes. There is comfort in company.
We're just gaining a whole mess of stress, aren't we? Do need to get our party repositioned here. There we go. Much better.
Compassion quiets the howling mind. This wound, at least, has been tended to.
Keep bolstering down this stress. We do get to absolution again, which is great. And I think we just eat another point of stress. That was an ugly fight, despite the fact that we won it pretty cleanly.
Greater threats await those who dare.
Wounding words can stay. This would be very funny. We're not going to take it. It would be very, very funny to have that on as well. Just give like one character like plus 150% healing received or something. But that's not something that I think is actually worth doing.
The place is a little worse for wear, but familiar nonetheless.
Stiff knees on Miles, unerring on Paracelsus. I mean, that's not bad.
Every road.
Oh, when we
a
land the
winding torment.
catacombs.
Every turn.
The shroud and the
bent
ooh,
on our destruction.
the tangle is tempting to get like reverberating readout or something, but I think I want to hit the catacombs.
twisting corridors of long forgotten tombs.
Let's
Choked with the ichor of the dead.
yeah, let's do the catacombs just to get some extra stuff here. So Kyurge's directory comes out,
Your academic instincts.
and I
serve
think
you
that
well.
comes out. Are these listed as restoratives? They are listed as restoratives. So that's why we could stack so many. So maybe medicine chest does need to be in. But we'd pull out like salt for it? That doesn't feel right. I guess okay, we'll do that.
Good. An improvement.
Oh, that's too many. Hang on.
Planning and mindfulness.
Let's pop those out.
To survival is sharpened steel.
Put 2 there. Put 2 there. Pop it back in.
This will serve well.
And now we got 4 there. But we can go there. We can pop 4 in there. 2 in there. So now we have 2 stacks of 4, which I think is worthwhile. Actually, I don't even think we need to be carrying both of these. Let's pop you out, pop you back in. Carry the bone saw a little while longer. Don't have a lot of food. Don't need the leeches. Alrighty, let's... Okay, good. Okay, good.
Spend what you can, or wealth no longer has meaning,
Buy those.
if indeed it ever did.
Buy, like, the whiskey flask, maybe? Or the pipeweed and a... Oh, we can only buy one, so it's probably the pipeweed. Get the extra stress heal down. Ooh, Sanguine's a nice pickup. Love that on Jasper. So it's unfriendly, 38% chance. Everything else is sort of stable. I do have poor Ranshiki foaming at the mouth here, but I can't... Yeah, unfortunately I can't do much about that. Single triage kit, not doing enough. I'm gonna get rid of that Stitcher's kit. Save that a little longer. Save the rest of this stuff a little longer. Feels okay. Made some room in the wagon. Now we got 6 mastery points to spend.
Mastery.
I mean, sure. Rain and more can have their upgrades. Kind of want to bring in Fester. It really doesn't feel like we're transforming Jasper much. So I'm going to hold off on transforming him. And we'll just give everybody else their upgrades for the moment. That feels kind of right. Wagon's in. These two are not super useful to us. Medicine chest is kind of nice just for dragging in all those extra healing items we're finding. And that'll do it. All right. Thank you all for watching. We're huffing and puffing, but we're getting it done. We'll see you in the catacombs.